Mm, Top of the morning to y'all. What's going on, my drivers and drivettes? Today is April 13th, 2026. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. Been ready to unload. Today I'm going to show y'all how to unload tanker. I drive for Keenan Advantage Group. I'm on the food grade side, and I got a load to deliver today at 8 a.m. Got here at 7:35, and there's a truck here already waiting to get unloaded. So now I got to wait for them. See, got Mr. Prime over there. Well, yeah, when they done, I'm gonna show y'all how to the process to getting these pumping off these loads. What I got? I got some uh this this oil is soy, corn corn oil or soy, one or the other. It's pretty thick stuff, and yeah, I don't know why the video cut off. But I was telling you, this right here is where you plug in your PTO lines, pump lines, which are those right here. Plug those in, and once you plug it in, you have to go inside the truck and flip your PTO switch on. But the truck has to be, you have to have all the brakes engaged. So you got to pull your air brakes for it to run. And this here is where we put the oil in for the pump to work smoothly. And that fan will come on, it gets quite loud sometimes, but nah, not really. And once you do this for long enough, you know when your tank is empty because it'll start to make a certain kind of sound. And when the vent is open up there, you can hear air just sloshing out through the tank, which is kind of weird to think about it. And that's another thing too. So one of my rule of thumb is when I'm hooking up, after process for it to actually start offloading the product. Um, but I don't flip that PTO switch until I know for a fact that I opened the top vent. Because if you don't open that, you turn that pump on, and you actually engage to unload or load, it's going to be a big problem. I promise you that if you do that, it's going to be hard to open that lid up there, or either way, you're going to get fired probably because that's a kind of catastrophic. We don't want that. You don't want that. That is bad. So yeah, that's just a couple of things I want to show y'all while we're waiting to um, get unloaded. Still gotta wait for Prime. I think he just hooked everything up on his truck. You see that little hump right there? Got to back up on those humps to give the trailer a little bit of an angle. See how it's kind of sloping down the back? So that way all the product can go down the back and hopefully get all the product off. But I'll show y'all some other things once I get over there hooked up of some of the other stuff that I do. Like to actually need to put some oil in my pump. So let's go ahead and do that. Pour my oil on the other side. And another thing, when you're running with that in transit heat with the blue lines, that it runs with the, you basically need antifreeze or coolant to run that. So during them winter months, have at least 3 to 4 jugs full of antifreeze with you because yeah, it'll drink up everything you got. So I've had this happen to me a couple times after I ran a load that required in transit heat. This thing is soaked in oil. Once you unhook the in transit heat lines and go back to driving, there's not going to be any in your reservoir up there, and the truck's going to stall and stop. And then you basically just going to be on the side of the road until you put some in there. So always be mindful of that too. Hey, I should have put my gloves on. Oh, this job is dirty too. You will get dirty. Not every single load is like this, but most of them, yeah, you're going to get dirty. You're going to get oil all over you. And I've had some bad, well, not, well, yeah, no, I've had some bad loads, like a couple of them loads from hell. I'll tell y'all about that eventually. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Still here. Been here since 7:30 this morning. But I hooked everything up and opened my valve, and all of that was leaking and pouring out before I even turned the pump on. So yeah, Monday, one of them days. Sitting here waiting for, so when that happens, you wait for another driver to come with a clean trailer, and then we pump off the load using a different pump from an empty trailer, even though all the product is in this trailer. I'll try to show y'all how we set that up, but it's a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna be here probably till about, it's 12:40. It's almost 1 o'clock. He said I'll be here at 2:30. So once we get everything hooked up, probably take about an hour, 15 minutes to unload. So yeah, I'll probably be ended up sitting here at a total of 8, 9 hours. Yeah, long day.